Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Dog, and welcome back to my channel. Now, I know it's been a while since my last upload, and I will try my best to get consistent uploads up, but this is a new video in my brand new series called Spotty Underdog, called Capecraft. I really don't want to make another take. Anywho, I'd like to show you what I've been up to, as I have spent a lot of time on the server, specifically actively playing, like almost 260 hours of time just playing on this server. So I figured, you know what, I'm going to show you what I've been up to, and since I'm here, well, I've gotten some dogs, as you can see, and I've started to build out a village trading hall. I've got some farmers here. I totally blanked on their name here for their golden carrots, because as you can see, I'm subsisting on golden carrots. Masons for getting a ton of emeralds for stone and getting quartz. I had somebody order a bunch of quartz off of me. Toolsmiths for their diamond pickaxes. And they have an iron trade, so that's also a bit of a plus. And then I've got a bunch of librarians. I have a Quick Charge 3 librarian, Mending Infinity librarian, Unbreaking 3, Flame Knockback 2, Impaling 3, Loyalty 3, Silk Touch Channeling, and Fire Aspect 2. All of them sell them for 1 emerald. Now, something you might have noticed is that these villagers do not have the cheapest prices on everything. This is due to the server that we're running on using paper, meaning village or trades do not have a stacked discount count on them. I have a couple forks here, and one of my pride and glories. It's nighttime. In this little industrial area is this. This is my iron farm. It's I'm gonna be attacked, aren't I? G-Nembom's Pillager. It's G-Nembom's Pillager Iron Farm. Powered Iron Farm. It's 4 cores of villagers, so it produces about 4 golems every 30 seconds. And then right next to it, we have a sugarcane farm, which has produced a ton of sugarcane. I probably should at some point hook up a shulker loader, but that's for future me to do, not for you guys to worry about. Stupid zombies! I swear I'm gonna build a mob switch at some point. Probably not, though. Highly doubt that I'm gonna do that. There's still more stuff to do, though. Over here, I have the forest, also known as the birch, also known as a wood farm, also known as the birch wood farm. Right here we have my sheep farm, which I have disabled because oh, thank God, I don't want 60 damage. I almost lost a sheep there, because I have not attached any form of loader, and it's producing multiple different colors of wool, and I'm too lazy to install an item sorter or add more storage. Eck. I've got a beacon here, and then further this way, we've got our villager breeder, and as you can see, I have a 16 furnace super smelter along with a 2 furnace smelter. And that's the fork again. And then over this way, I have some stuff in the Nether that I'd like to show you. That I gotta show you. Specifically, a Nether Fortress and a Blaze Farm to show off to you. So this is my Nether area. Over that ways, you can't see it because I have to have my render distance down because I'm experiencing some pretty bad frame rates. Granted, I do have a pretty bad system considering I'm playing on a Chromebook. Over this way, no, I'm gonna burn him. I burned. I burned and died. Let's sleep through this night. That does not actually happen this often. Oh, well, that would be why. Basically, everyone's AFK. I'm literally the only active player on, which is nice. The server also happens to have the simple voice chat mod. Basically meaning, if the person I'm also playing with has the simple VC mod, voice chat mod on, I could talk to them. That is, if I wanted to and chose to. Now, down that way is my ancient city, which has a Warden Farm in it, and hopefully a future Warden Pit. It's just have not gotten around to making it so that the Warden Pit is uncheesable, because it was cheesable at one point. Right, so we're gonna do that a bit later, but first things first, I have to take you all to my Nether Fortress and Blaze Farm. That's a death, because that's a death waypoint. I really seriously would buff up my render distance if it weren't for my computer being crap right now. I can typically have like a 4 or 6 chunk render distance usually, but my game is not having it today. Here it is. So here's the Nether Fortress, and here's my Blaze spawner farm. And it actually has a bit of a soul sand valley nearby it, so I might build a wither skelly farm. It's just I do need wither roses to do that, which I don't really have that many of. Though, considering withers don't really do much in terms of griefing damage, I should be able to build a simple wither skelly farm in the overworld. Should. It's just I need to find a source of mobs for the wither roses, so yeah. Anyways, I use blaze rods actually as fuel, because I can just like do a bit of an AFK session and I can just fill up the farm. Not to mention, it's great. It's not much better source than my old cave spider spawner. Yes, I also have a cave spider farm, but we have homes, so I'm gonna home on over to that Nether Portal area, that ancient city I mentioned earlier. Today's video is basically showing what I've been up to and what my plans are. I should probably mention. And yes, I do have a bit of a friend and basemate who I let stay here. I have a lot of work to here. Right now I don't have the schematic placed. What are you doing here? But I can if I do. Wrong button. Keep hitting the wrong buttons. If I go into schematic placements, I can turn it on. And you can see I have a schematic. I have schematics for all the parts of an ancient city, and I've restored a bunch of parts, and yeah, I'm basically going to be overlaying them on here. And I'm not going to have that on. I've got like this nice little storage system. Here's my bedroom. Do not ask me why I have 2 crafting tables and 3 beds. I will not answer that question. Will not answer that question. This is my inventory. I have a bunch of diamonds and some more ore. I have a plan to keep mining until I have a shulker box of diamond ore. So until I have a shulker box of diamond blocks. Sorry, not ore. This is my redstone box. Yeah, I'm very low on TNT right now. Though I do actually have an order in place. And then here are some of the rare ores that I got. I got some deep slate coal. I actually have 2. I have 2 other side discs. I did not realize I had 2 other side discs. And I have 14 notch apples. Basically all from ancient cities, because you can get a bunch of notch apples from ancient cities. It's actually pretty impressive. Purely for the collecting reason. Another goal that I should also list off as part that I should also mention is to collect every single item in the game that is collectible, and along with every single block that I can collect. Granted, blocks is included. So far, I have restored mostly the inside of the wall. I haven't gotten to here yet. As you can see, I've still got some skulk. I've still got some stuff here to do. And obviously I have the entryway to get done and finish restoring, but I already have the schematics and stuff. It's just a matter of getting the deep slate for it, which is something that I'm really not looking forward towards doing right now. And if I go over this way, oh yeah, I also have a lot of blocks to place down where the sculk once was. But over this way, we have, if you can tell from right here, gotta be careful over there, is a Warden Farm. And I have run this for quite a bit. As you can tell, I have quite a bit of skulk catalyst. It used to be like up into this chest, but I used a bunch of the skulk. And as you can see, I have just a boatload of stuff just lying around. Down here we have our Shrieker. It is very special. And actually, if I can remember, I believe it's like right here. Yep. I've got a bit of a auto piston right there. I think. Why did I cover it up? Wait. If carpet. Okay, I did not actually know that if you had carpet on top of white wool and it got pushed by a piston, the carpet would stay. You know what? Actually, that's probably a paper thing to prevent with the piston. Dude, but if I step on this, I have animations off. This way it's not animated. It gets all dark and moody. But if I stay on this for long enough, so that's 2, we'll get a Warden. 3. There's 4. We should be getting a Warden soon. Oh, no. This Warden draws close. 1 more should do. There he is. And then he gets brought right on up to where he'll meet its eventual demise. I do not have any night viz on me, but it's right up there where it dies. And then the items come down to this little chute and come all the way down here, outside the area. I basically replicated this off of a GNM video, sorry, not GNM off of Ilmango's Warden Farm area. Now I gotta be very careful. Oh, no, the Warden knows I'm here. How much health does that thing have? Okay, it's fairly low on health. Shouldn't be able to do much. If I sneak along, you can see this redstone is actually for letting a Warden out and into basically what I have for my temporary Warden Pit. It's actually choosable at this point in time, as like you can get the Warden cornered into this little area over here. And, oh yeah, I also have a Wither Rose and a bunch of minecarts there, because it's actually does more damage, and it's on top of soul sand, and so that the hopper can pick it up. I don't have to have a hopper minecart underneath it. And yeah, these both have to be obsidian. So there's some glass here. The plans for this area is to probably actually lure the Warden over with a note block and into a bubble column that'll shoot it up pretty high. I am underneath a mountain, so I actually do have the, and then so I do have the space to do this. And I'll just probably have a note block that lures the Warden on over, and probably have a ceiling made of wool and some Warden detection, such that like when it detects that a Warden has fallen into the little hole, it'll drop the Warden and then seal up the ceiling. It'll probably be like a little hole in the ceiling that you can tell where the Warden is coming in. Hopefully that'll be the little plan, and I can have like a little Warden area for all the Wardens to go. But yeah, so this is the Warden Pit. Basically, so this is the Warden. This is my city. It's actually huge. I've got like a, I think I have a geode. If I remember correctly, I have a geode over this way. If I'm remembering correctly, I have a geode over this way. I have a geode over this way, right? There's a geode over here, right? Yes, there it is. Right there. There's a geode where I can get amethyst from, so I might build a geode from over there. I'm not entirely sure if I will at this point. But I have to restore this entire ancient city from basically from scratch.
and I've got to get a lot of deep slate. Yeah, I really don't have to worry about this, because I have a warden switch. It's just chunk loaders aren't allowed, so I'd have to have an alt over there, or get like a friend or something to AFK there. But I'm pretty sure I've gotten rid of basically all of the shriekers. Yeah, there's our good old. There might be another geode this way, but I'm not gonna check at this point in time. Maybe I can. I'm gonna try to buff up my chunk distance for you guys. Lose a bit. So we have 4 chunk. You can see that there's a bunch of wool because, yeah, I didn't get all of the streakers. Let's just put it that way. I didn't get enough of them, and we had many wardens spawning, many a scary moment. Yeah, these are. Yeah, the outer wall currently isn't quite completed, and I'm gonna work on the entryway. This is gonna be a lot of work to get done. This is a lot less work. Also, this is my cape, as you can see. Apparently, somebody called it an Omni banner, which is a reference to another player named Ominous, who's an admin now. Sorry, admin. They got promoted from mod to admin, and who had a banner apparently very similar to the one that I came up with. This I came up with like all the way back in like I think 2020, early 2021, late 2020, early 2021. Just a weird reference that I made accidentally. There's still some more that I need to show you because we've got our ancient city. However, there's still some more. Over here, I have a pillager outpost. And I've done some, let's just say, some work. Yeah, I cleared out a giant 72 by 72 hole, and basically the only thing that's left is just outpost. I want this outpost for centering reasons, because the outpost tells me where the center of the field is, because it's right at the center. That's where I want the mobs. That's where I'm AFK. I'm going to have an AFK spot right here. I'm actually going to be building a pillager farm, hence why I need the center. 1 second, I forgot to turn off. Beacon range. If I turn these on, boom. So that's the 24 block spawnings here. This is CC's modified 64 block spawns radius. And if I come over here, through here, you can see this is basically the bounding box. This is like, I think, the outermost edge, the dudes. The guys spawn on. This is the last part in this area that I actually have to show you. This is, at least in this part of CC. Because there is another area that I need to show you. Because I have a shulker farm. But we're going to go to... Where is it? There it is. Actually, no, I'm just going to do AFK Point Gold Farm. And show you, because I have a gold farm, I'm going to go here first. There's some stuff in the nether that I got to show you guys. So, up here, this is my AFK point for my gold farm, designed by Logical Geek Boy. It's 9 layers rather than hit the 5 on here, and I did a slight modification because I couldn't actually do drop deaths. So basically, it's got the Wither Roses. This is again due to CC's modified spawn sphere. It's not a 128 block spawning radius. It's actually a 64 block spawning radius because I wanted to be 64 blocks above, 24 blocks above. That basically only needed to be 24 blocks above the spawning platform. Basically, only left me with like 40 blocks to build the farm. Only leaves like 40 blocks to build the farm, so Wither Rose death. Some mobs will basically instantly die as soon as they hit it. However, the Wither Roses are there to get rid of those extra piglins that manage to survive. If they had a pigeon, I mean chicken. I don't know why there's a floating building. I don't know why there's a brewing stand over there. And quite frankly honest, I'm not gonna ask why. Anywho, yeah, this is where I've been getting mushrooms. This is my solution for getting mushrooms for fermented spiders, and I'm
Rise. Where do I go? Where do I go? I'm lost. I'm lost. Crap, how am I lost? Oh no, here we go. It was just outside my render distance temporarily. Over here, I've got a little block of bedrock that a mod had to break for me because for whatever reason their bedrock breaking wasn't working. Again, this is, I think, due to paper, and it's like the one thing that paper patched that they sort of allow on CC. Over this way is a portal to the cave spider spawner. Here are my forgs. I have the 3 forgs. Over that way is the area is a warm, a cold, and a temperate biome. That's where I got them all. Warm, temperate, cold. It's a grove, a plains, and a savanna, I think. Alright, and then over that way is basically the ice highway connection to the city base Nether Portal. Down here, we have a piglin bartering area. I've already put in. I probably should have had that up by the gold farm, but I built it down here, and then I built like a bunch of infrastructure. In the form of shulker box loaders. Ah! Die! Die, you insolent little pig! Sorry. I believe these go into the, to this loader. Yes, they do. Oh, they're not entirely empty, are they? Okay, that'll be fine for when they come back in. I probably should have opened them up and actually looked inside of them before going in there. And I'm too lazy to go get those. But yeah, basically, this sorter sorts out every item. Like, here's iron nuggets, gravel, leather, soul sand, spectral arrows, my arrow choice. I'll have to go up to the sorter to figure out what's in here. Ender balls, string, blackstone. I think this is quartz, but again, I have to go up to the sorter, which is up this way. So this thing deals with nuggets, gravel, leather, soul sand, spectral arrows, obsidian, crying obsidian, nether bricks, fire charges, ender pearls, nether quartz, string, and blackstone. And of course we also have the non-stackables and excess items. Granted, if somehow I manage, granted, I don't think I have the ability to put enough gold in here to cause the overflow to start filling up with items. I don't think I do. Anyways, there's a bit of stuff actually on the overworld side of this, and fortunately I actually have a nether portal down here for when I was getting a hoglin into the overworld so that I could get kill a zoglin. Kill the zoglin that formed from it. I learned that hoglins were afraid of nether portals. There. Over this here, we have an automatic potion brewer. Another forg, Nether Farm, a forg. Hi, Hot Pop. This is brewing invis pots right now. So that's what I need the fermented spider eye was for the invis pots. So I should probably actually be brewing up night vision. This is actually, this is where a friend of mine, Data, was basing, and then I joined them. This is basically where we start. So this is kind of like my starter area, mine and their starter area. We got a bee farm over here. This was built by Theta. Produces some honeycombs and some honey, though the bottles do need to be collected since it does activate every single time you get an update. And that over here is my shulker farm. This is definitely my pride and joy. Because, oh my gosh, this is so much work. Did I seriously leave it running? Oh my god, I left it running. I left the thing running. Oh my lord. Let me get a shulker up into that area. Oh, I'm gonna get fired upon. Oh, Cub getting fired upon. 1 second, and then we're also gonna turn off the farm. 1 moment. Time to turn off the farm. Yes, I literally have to come off over here in order to turn off the farm. And then over here, I actually have a separate access, because I actually attached a shulker box loader to this thing. Why do I have a bunch of random items in my inventory? Where did you come from? Ow, I've been bonked by levitation. By a levitation pellet. Stop hitting me with your levitation pellets! I don't want to levitate! And over here you can see it's that same tileable 1x1 design. I forget who came up with this design. Oh! I forget who came up with the design of it. If I can remember it, or you know the design person who designed it, please tell me. So, yeah, this is how many shulker boxes or shells. I have like around 10, and I actually have more than that. I have a bunch in my store, in my shop, which I will actually have to show you. I'll have to show you my shop because I'm actually quite kind of proud. You can see all the items I'm selling there. So over here we have our shulker farm, which is actually running out of shulker boxes. You would think that the one place that I would remember to keep stock of shulker shells is the shulker farm. Of shulker boxes is my shulker farm. You would think. I might actually just have to You would think. I'm gonna plunk you in there. I got the emergency e-chest, I got the crafting bench, and at some point, I don't know where, because I do want this area where I have the shulker farm to be useful for more than just basically AFKing for shulker shells. For example, I'm thinking of putting a moss farm here, but I won't be putting a hostile mob farm here. Though it is actually a pretty good location. I can also build that in the area where I've got the iron and the sugarcane because of that. So this might be resources like one area for mob farming. This might be for things like, again, moss. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to put here, but the AFK, everything would be central to where I'm AFKing inside my shulker farm, which is in that little box. I think that's basically everything. Yeah, that's basically everything. I think I've shown you everything except the market and the end area. I want to show you guys who don't know what CC is, our end, which is a community-made one. Well, actually made by a bunch of mods. Bamboo. And then I'm going to tell you my plans. A dedicated, nope, that's not how I teleport to it. ARM, TP, Jungle 27. This is my shop. Spotty's Bits and Bobs. Now we have an economy that is diamond-based, where 1 diamond is equal to 100 cash. So you can basically get like 5 of any book. I do need to do some stocking up on some books. For example, I definitely need to stock up on Unbreaking 3. I've sold actually a decent amount of shells here, and I think I even also sold one of these boxes at one point. But I've got like 12 of these shulker boxes in. This is actually quite a bit of discount, since it's basically like the market price for shells is like $25 per shell. And like if you did the actual calculation, this would be significantly more expensive. I should be selling these for more than 31k. It's just on the expensive side, so it's like one of those expensive things. Like some map arts are going for like 30k each. So yeah. My shop is kind of a bit out of the way. I think I need to advertise it a bit more than the CC Discord. I need to get more quartz. I need more quartz. Got spectral arrows for sale. I don't even have a shulker box of crying obsidian yet, so like I don't even know why I'm still selling this stuff. I mean, at least people are buying it, right? Then here we got my gravel. We've got leather, which I need to stock up on. Skulk catalyst, I also need to stock this up. Pots, neither of which are in too much need of being restocked. Blackstone not in much need of being restocked. Really, it's like the ebooks and stuff. But like the big seller of books, like I think part of what's like hindering me is I'm a bit off like the main path here. Like had I been able to get like a decent sized plot, like Vaughn's here on the main path, I probably would have been able to do that, to get something like this. So over here we've got Vaughn's shop here. He sells a lot of the enchanted books, so I think like I only get sales at my shop for stuff. I do get sales every so often, like if I leave for a bit, but not all too much. But this is the market. It's basically a bunch of people get together and do community stuff. It's really cool and actually really fun that like we got this little market area dedicated specifically for markets, and you have to buy a plot, and job creation costs like $5 or something. But like you're actually renting your plot. I should say, sorry. The plot that I'm renting is like 1.5 diamonds a week. Which I make actually more than every time I vote for the server, which is basically how I'm making income these days. I'm like on page 4 of the bell top or something, because like I don't have that many. But if I actually counted my diamond reserves, I'd be on the bell. I'd probably be on page 1 of the bell top. So like I got like 380 something K worth of diamonds, and so I've got a lot. Slash portal. So I'm gonna, last but not least, I'm gonna show you guys the end, and that'll be my video. Oh wait, no, I need to discuss what I'm up to. I'm not the brightest bulb, and I'm also recording this in one take because I want to upload it directly to YouTube after I'm done. So the end hub, basically the center end island, is made by Big Lud Sam and not Zach. So way to go to you guys. So this is our end hub. It's really nice looking. Welcome back. Board bird. We've got our end pillars. Yeah, we can actually mine the obsidian from here. It's basically a really good way of getting a ton of obby quickly. Though I haven't really done it. And over this way we've got this and stuff, and then it actually goes on this way to an end pillar, which is hilariously not centered. I honestly just find this hilarious, and the fact that they even put a sign here in the first place with some nice, lovely fog glass. And that's our end island. Alright, so what are my plans for Capecraft? Well, one of the big plans is to build a raid farm and a bad omen farm. Farm. And as you saw from the ancient city, I want to help do some work on restoring that. Granted, considering I tend to procrastinate a lot, it might not. None of those might happen. Also on the list is to build a moss farm. The moss farm that I am building is designed by Raiseworks. So there's that. Yeah, and like restore the end city, make the Warden Pit, because I might hold a competition to see how many wardens you can beat without dying. There might be a bit of a entry fee of like a diamond per warden you fight. And then the person who kills the most wardens without dying, who kills the most wardens in a row without dying, gets the pool plus some of my own extra personal diamonds. But that's a competition that I'd be holding at a much later date when I'm ready to do so. But But for the most part, I've actually done a lot of what I've wanted to get done, but as time does go on, I will add more things onto that list. I love building farms. I want to build a hostile mob farm, that way I'm not reliant on putting orders for like 5 shulker boxes of gunpowder to other players. I think you know what I need the 5 shulker boxes of gunpowder for. Or what I want it for. Honestly, like, I don't have to build a really big perimeter for my hostile mob farm. From that, I'm really happy. I just need to build a little enclosed area. Okay, it probably won't be the most efficient thing in the world, but you know what? It'll be mine. Hopefully mine. And I accidentally unmuted myself again. I keep accidentally unmuting myself. I don't want people finding me. Anyways, this has been Spotty Underdog. And hopefully I will see you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video, where hopefully we'll probably be doing work on the Pillager Outpost, specifically in making a farm. I've got plans for it. For that. So, bye-bye!